Hello bookworms, and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a book review of Daisy Jones and the Six, as I'm sure that you could tell by the title of the video. I finally read it and wanted to do I think this will be a quick review, but once I get rambling, we just never know how long it will last. So yeah, keep watching. This is the UK edition because I just liked this cover a lot more than the US edition. It might be annoying and get both, like the US edition as well, just to have it. We'll see. But anyway, loved this cover. Like this book, just the cover alone inspires me so much. I could go on and on just about the cover. In the inside, like I don't know if the US edition is like this, but like that's so beautiful. I feel like I just want to fill my bookstagram with just pictures of this book only. I have been a Taylor Jenkins Reid fan for years now. I have read all of her books in the order that they come out, and I feel really lucky in that way to have been reading her work for a while and knowing how amazing she is, but I feel like she just keeps getting better and better. And if you're new to her, I hope that you'll go back and read all of her work because they all are really wonderful, and it's kind of, if you love her work, it's just really fun to watch her grow as she writes more and more and publishes more books. That being said, Daisy Jones and the Six was so good. I don't know that it's a 5-star book from me, but it's definitely like 4.5. There was nothing wrong with it. It just it didn't like grip me like other books I love so much. But it was so good. And the characters are what really shined through. And I feel like, so I annotated and I almost went through, I used the yellow and I only have like 2 left. So that is how many pages I marked through here with quotes that I absolutely loved. It's so unique how she has it set up. It's like in an interview style. So I don't know if you've been able to look inside, but it's like it says like the character's name and then it just goes in that format. And that just feels really fun, and it doesn't take away from the book at all. And it actually, like, you might think, oh, it won't be like a super deep book because of that, but it actually is, and she was really smart with the way that she did it, and it feels really fresh. I personally love that show that was on like MTV or whatever, like the rehab show with Dr. Drew. I loved that show. I love reality shows, and this felt like that to me, but set in the 70s. And I live in Long Beach in LA area, so that was really fun that it was set there. I just felt like more connected to the story in that way. And I really loved Daisy Jones. She was admittedly a mess, but she was also an icon and kind of paved the way for other women, even though this wasn't a real band or a real person. I really enjoyed the way that Taylor Jenkins Reid wrote her character and the story overall. And it hit a little close to home in terms of addiction. So just know that if that is a trigger for you, just avoid this book. It's very, very, very much about drug use and addiction. And luckily, I'll just say both people that do struggle with addiction in this book do seek help, and they do get clean. And that is not a normal statistic, but for the sake of this book, I'm glad that is how it panned out. And so just know that that's in here a lot and a major theme. And I thought that it was so fun. So the only part that I haven't read are the actual song lyrics in the back, which I think that's so fun that she's like writing actual songs I feel like I just want to use these songs for my personal Instagram captions for the rest of my life, honestly. Super bummed that there isn't like actual music to listen to with this, because I think it would be totally rad, and I've heard amazing things about the audiobook. I am not a big audiobook person, but I am tempted by this one and wonder if they did any kind of music for it or anything like that, because that would be really cool. Now that I've read it and I'm not avoiding spoilers, I might ask the Twitter fam if there is any music in the audiobook. But yeah, I mean, ultimately it's just like a story about life. I mean, anybody can relate to it, whether you're a musician or a rock star or not. It's got a little bit of something for everyone, kind of like a really good song. You can kind of apply it to a lot of different aspects of your life and whatever resonates with you. And there are so many good characters in here that could resonate with you and that resonated with me. And I think that for me is what makes a really good book, is whenever it teaches you about yourself and encourages you to grow and ask questions and dig a little bit deeper than the surface. And I really, really loved it. I think it lives up to the hype, and I encourage you all to read this book or listen to the audiobook. And if you love it, then please go back and read her other books as well, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. And maybe let's all carry a little bit of Daisy with us. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.